Yo, what is up guys? I'm back and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, today is May 16th. If you guys don't know, that is my 5-year anniversary. That is when this came out. This video right here. This is me, 14 years old, making my first not even Transformers video, but my first video on my channel. That was 5 years ago. That is just pure, utter insanity to me. I don't even understand how I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, but I have no regrets about it. I honestly have loved doing YouTube for 5 years, and it's been absolutely insane. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you all so much for an incredible 5 years. And I figured that we make things a little interesting, and we go ahead and do a Q&A. Now, I have tried to do Q&As in the past, and while they didn't work out, this one actually did. And we have a couple of questions, so I'm going to be answering as many of them as I can. I'm not going to do repeats of questions, so if your question isn't in here, it's just because that question already got answered, but I will still shout you out. So thank you to everyone who left a comment, left a question. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, guys, I don't think we should waste any more time, and let's get straight on into the questions. So to start off with, we have a good friend of mine, Stellaris Prime, who I met at TFCon, and he asks, is a hot dog a sandwich? That's, I guess. Unicron the Destroyer 1624 asks, would you be open to doing collabs with other creators? Absolutely. Whether it be on a live stream, whether it be just like doing some kind of like collaboration in a video, whatever. Like I'm definitely down. I actually kind of want to do collaborations with other YouTubers. I think that would be absolutely incredible. Shay Vadi, I think that's how I say your name. If I said it wrong, I apologize. They asked, how do you retain the confidence to pursue YouTube? Did anyone make fun of you or mock you for it? And another is, what do I think the most underrated Transformers figure of all time? So I'm going to start off with the underrated because those other two are a bit of a deeper topic. But in terms of the figure I would say is the most underrated, I think I'd have to say the Studio Series Rhinox. Now I know a lot of people have gotten a few mixed feelings about him, but in my opinion, he's incredible. Like, I just think he's severely underrated. He is an incredible Transformers figure, and is really accurate to the movie as well. Now, as to how did I retain the confidence to pursue YouTube? For one, I wanted to be a YouTuber since I was a kid, and when I finally got the chance to be a YouTuber, I took it. I took the opportunity, and it hasn't been something it's been something I've never regretted. It's been something that I've loved doing. I was mocked and I was made fun of. Like, I was made fun of, you know, the fact that I do YouTube, but I never let it wear me down. I never let it beat me down too badly, because this is something I'd wanted to do since I was a kid, and I wasn't gonna let a couple people's words define my dream. And if anything, those moments of like people making fun of me, doing these other things, it just showed that I was doing something right. So if anything, I owe a massive shout out to the haters too, so thank you all for that. Good buddy of mine, Faded, he says, first and foremost, happy 5-year anniversary, yo. Super proud of you, bro. Keep going, man. And the question is, do you ever think sometimes in the near future you'll ever make a new Transformers stop motion project? I don't know. Now, technically I have something in the works, but it's not fully Transformers. That's all I'll say for now, but it's going to be really interesting, so just keep that in mind. Might be able to start working on it maybe at the end of 2025, maybe 2026, we will see, but it's a possibility. JSP Reductions 02 asks, what has been your favorite memory of anything from Transformers? Could be the community, movie memory, anything that really sticks out. Without a doubt, TFCon LA 2025. That's not even a competition. Getting to meet up with so many people that I consider family, people who have been there to help me out through so much, genuinely made it such an incredible like experience. And meeting so many of the fans, meeting people who had been, you know, had voiced characters in my childhood, and getting to know them and know their stories has also just been incredible. And it was without a doubt the best memory I've ever had. Now, honestly, if we were going off like other stuff, like a movie memory, I think I would have to do the first time I watched Transformers 1. I went to go see it with my boy Red Voyager Cosplay, who you guys saw. He was in the first TFCon video and he was in all the others. But me and him, we went together and we both absolutely loved the movie. It was incredible. and it was shocking. It was definitely shocking, but in terms of a overall memory, TFCon LA 2025 as a whole, movie memory, I'd go watching Transformers 1 for the first time. StageX Studios asks, what was your first animation you ever made, and what was your introduction to Ninjago? My first animation was, at least that I put on YouTube, it was this. It was a little Kai animation. I was still learning stop motion at the time, so I wasn't like a full master. It was kind of smooth, honestly. I wasn't expecting it to be that smooth at all. But my introduction to Ninjago technically was Rise of the Snakes, but I didn't personally get into it until the final battle, because my brother, he used to be a fan of Rise of the Snakes, and he had like the little snake bike, and he had like the Venomari shrine. But I got into Ninjago with the final battle, and my first Ninjago set was actually, I don't remember which one I got first, but I know I had the Fire Mech, the Earth Driller, and the Temple of Light. Those were the three that I remember having, but I also remember really wanting Jay, but I could never get him, so that sucked. But I do actually have the minifigure now, so that's great. Devin Verse asks, what is your favorite villain from Ninjago? And if you were a ninja, what would your elemental power be, and what color suit would they have? My favorite villain, I'm not even being biased with this one, but I think I'd have to go Nauticon. Now, I know that as a J fan, that seems a little biased, but it's not. Nauticon was one of the most manipulative and intelligent villains I've ever seen. He was able to manipulate the entire team with the exception of Jay. Well, no, he kind of manipulated Jay a little bit, but Jay was able to snap out of it. Even then, he, as a Jin, the fact he was able to take the wishes that people wanted and twist them against other people, that takes a lot of intelligence. But if I were to go off the new stuff with Dragon's Rising, I'd have to go Thunderfang. Thunderfang is such a crazy villain, having a bipedal dragon be a villain sounds kind of cool, like, honestly. As for the idea of me being a ninja, this is my OC Storm Tyrannus, the elemental master of the weather. This is if I were a ninja, this is basically how I would be. As you can see, he's got like a gray suit with dark blue aspects, or even just regular blue aspects. That's the kind of coloring that I would go with personally. I did not make this render. This was made by a good buddy of mine, Talon RX Studios. Shout out to you, man. But yeah, that's just what I would say overall. But there you go. SHW 2025 says, if you could meet any actor non-TF related, who would it be? What is my favorite Transformers figure? And not a question, I just wanted to say I'm so glad I found your channel and got to talk to you a lot. You've been a major help in my YouTube career, and you gave me motivation to do my TF project I'm working on. But thank you and happy 5 years. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much, genuinely. Wow. I genuinely appreciate that so much. For meeting an actor, non-TF related, I'd have to go Chris Pratt. I know that's kind of weird, but I really love his energy, even like on and off the camera, and I really do want to meet him one day. As for my favorite TF figure, none other than Iron Warrior Optimus down there. That has always been my favorite figure ever since I got it. Has yet to be defeated, and I don't think anything will beat it for a long time, but we'll see. You guys will see actually another figure right there. That will be coming soon, but we can't really focus on that for now. But yeah, by far that right there is by far my favorite figure. Lincoln Prime Productions 7890 asks, what do you have planned for the future of your channel, and what is your favorite format of video to upload? Reviews, stop motion, etc. Okay, so my favorite format might actually shock a lot of people, but it is actually my reviews. I love doing my reviews. I love the style that I do them in. I think they're like really good, but also basic enough to where people can get a good idea about the figure that I'm reviewing, which is another reason why I love doing those reviews. And as for what I have planned in the future of my channel, I am kind of working on some stuff behind the scenes. I'm really hoping I can actually execute them, but we'll have to see how things go down the road. I am currently working towards 1,000 subscribers, which I'm about, I think, 112 away by the time of this recording. So I may actually hit it within that time, who knows? But right now I'm just working towards getting 1,000 subscribers. It's just been like a goal I've had for a long time. So hopefully I can hit it pretty soon. Hound Studios 14 asks, what are your thoughts on the Age of the Primes combiners and happy 5-year anniversary? But what are my thoughts on the Age of the Prime combiners? I like them. I'm still getting used to the whole format that they're doing with the skeleton builds, but honestly, they look really good. Like, they look incredible, so I have to give them props for that. Ultra B 2006 asks, favorite Transformers character and favorite Ninjago season? Okay, so favorite Transformers character, In terms of character, TFP Optimus Prime, but in terms of design, Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal, without a doubt. Like, you guys will literally remember from TFCon, I did grab the 3-0 Optimus Primal, which is something I've wanted for a long time. If you guys want me to review that, let me know in the comments. I've actually been kind of wondering about that. But as for my favorite Ninjago season, I gotta go with Sons of Garmadon. It was such a crazy season that just completely shifted the dynamic of Ninjago itself. So I think it did a really good job for what it was trying to do, as well as the entire Oni trilogy. That was insane. Darkimus Prime asks, favorite video out of all of them? Out of all of my videos, ooh, that's tough actually. I think in terms of reviews, I'm actually gonna go with Megatronus Prime. That was one of my favorite reviews that I've ever done, and I really like the way I did it. As for other stuff, I'd have to go, honestly, I think I'd have to go either Universal Studios or TFCon Day 1 for the TFCon LA 2025 series. Those two, I really love doing those. And looking back at the footage, I just kind of reminisced everything, and it was incredible. Iron Romanian 89 asks, no, they say, no way you're having a Q&A on my birthday. Well, first of all, happy birthday. But he also says, I'm planning to start a YouTube channel about all the Transformers lore and have it here saved. Kind of like Alpha Trion being the archivist of Icon. But would it be like the whole history about the Transformers timeline? Would you guys be interested in that? I know I would be. I like those channels that really go like more deep into the history of like Cybertron itself. And I think that would be really interesting to see another one of those that can maybe go into a little more detail, because like some of them do go into good detail, others don't. So I think that would be really cool to see. Nick's Toy Picks says, what is the hardest lesson you had to learn in life up to this point? What made it so difficult and how did I overcome it? I think the major lesson that I learned was that not everyone wants to be your friend. And that might be really hard to hear, but not everyone is going to support your channel. Not everyone's going to support the career you choose. There's always going to be people who disagree with it, and it's worse when some people act like your friend just to use you for what you're doing. Like use you to become more famous, or to use you for making more money, who knows. And I think what made that so difficult was that being who I am, I try to help out those that I can, and I also try to be there when like people need me. But when I find out that they're just using me and they don't really actually care about me, it just kind of hits a little harder in a bad way. But I learned to overcome it by surrounding myself with people that genuinely appreciate me for me. They appreciate who I am as a person, and they don't care about me just like for my channel and for my content. They care about me because of the person I am, and that's what made it a lot easier to overcome. And finally, from Primus the Creator, he asks, anything in the future you're looking forward to? The possibility of this right here, if this happens, it's going to be even crazier than anyone has in mind. I can't say anything currently, but if this happens, we're about to go nuts. We're about to go nuts. This is about to be crazy. But with that, guys, that go ahead and marks the end of the video. Thank you all so much for an incredible 5 years of YouTube. This has been a career I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm kind of hoping I can turn it into a career, but for now, I love it, the fact that it's a hobby that I enjoy doing, and I intend on doing this for a lot longer. Here's to hopefully another 5 years. Really hoping. But with that, guys, just know that this wouldn't be possible without any of you, so you guys deserve just as much credit as I do. Shout out to everyone who left a comment, and shout out to all of you who have left your kindness, your support. Thank you all so much. Without you, I would not be here. But with that, guys, I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. This is Optimus endorsing Thundermus Prime. It's prime time.